Hey, let me share this because it may help somebody out there. Recently, someone asked me a question. Do God change his mind? But before I answer, make sure you like, subscribe, and do share the content. And if you have already, make sure you hit those notifications. So the question is, which is a great question, do God change his mind? Let me know what you think on that. Well, this is what the Bible actually teaches. Most people would think, no, it's not true. God changed his mind, and yet God does not change. So how does that factor in? Well, his essence remained the same. He's the same God of love, faith, mercy, God of grace, and all these wonderful things. But God changes his mind and yet maintain his divine will, and also there's a permissible will that works simultaneously. So his will is going to be done, and yet he's interactive daily with man, and he's willing to change. That's a provision there through faith that he's willing to change and help that person based on their actions. You say, well, how so? Well, remember, the earth was wicked, and God decided I would destroy the man whom I created. And so that was established. That was not going to change. Yet, Noah found grace in the sight of God. Now, you see the elements there. Noah was going to be destroyed like the rest. But if God did not change, there'd be a lot of people being killed for other people's behavior. So everyone is going to be judged individually for their own behavior. So Noah found grace. And another time we find Moses talking to the Israelites after they was delivered from the land of bondage. He said that if you fail, you will be taken back to Egypt again in a way that I told you previously you would never see again. But if you fail, you will be taken captive. He began to explain what would become the transatlantic slave trade. That was not the divine will of God, but it was his permissible will because they failed. So yes, God changed, and it sounds hypocritical, but it's not. God have a divine will, and he have a permissible will, and if you don't understand it, you misunderstand God. And then Hezekiah, we find the Lord sent Isaiah to tell Hezekiah to get his house in order, because you shall die and not live. That was thus said the Lord. Hezekiah turned his face to the wall. He said, Lord, I have walked up right before you. And he began to cry and weep and trust God. God sent Isaiah back and said, tell Hezekiah, I will add 15 years to his life. This somebody God said would die. So yes, God do change his mind by faith. And when you